cryptocurrency family. My name is Harry, and I am the crypto vet. Thank you for tuning back in. As I'm sure you saw in the title, yes, I am giving away more XRP. So please feel free to watch the whole video. If you like the video, please give it a like and a thumbs up. And if you don't like it, please hit the subscribe button for me right there. And then tell me why you don't like it in the comment section. And you'll still be entered in to get that free XRP. So for today, we're just going to go over a little bit what the market's doing and also go over where I think it's going to go from here. If you see here on CoinMarketCap, we've got green across the board all the way down. Bitcoin is currently up about 3.8%. Polkadot overcame Binance and Chainlink for the number 5 spot. It's up 9.48%. So lots of big things happening in crypto. Stuff's moving around. I think Yearn was still up here at like 30. Here it is $39,000 for one coin, up 10%. And then DFI is, I think, at like... Here, let's just scroll down and find it. This is the other one, just like Yearn, which I still don't recommend either of these. And I'm just a doctor/idiot, and this is not financial advice. But coins like this here, this one's at 5.8 thousand right now. This is exactly like Yearn Finance, so it could do exactly like it did and go up to 30,000. So yeah, you could make quick money, but I definitely wouldn't hold out for those 100, 200,000s, even though it's possible based off the math. You know, do you really want to lose your money if this turns out to not be sustainable and all that? So just protect your money, hodl that stuff. This is going to be worth a lot more in the future, and you're going to be so sad if you missed out just because you're waiting on the wrong type of project. But so as you see from my thumbnail, I was mentioning how I definitely think that we are going to go down some more still, and that this is a fake rally. So we're just going to zoom out here really fast, and this is the 4-hour candle chart for Bitcoin. We're currently trading at 10,692, which is currently behind my camera, and you can't see it, but we can see here we have this perfect little Bart Simpson pattern here that was almost looking like a little head and shoulders. We were in this ascending channel. We came out of it. And if we put the fib retracement all the way from the top to the bottom, you can see that we're trading right here between the 0.382 and the 0.5 fib. But the reason I bring this whole thing up is after we broke out of the downwards resistant trend line from over 2.5 years here on Bitcoin, we've stayed above it, and we've done all of this here, almost testing new highs, doing lots and lots of bullish things. We came down and we dropped down. Now everybody is saying how, you know, we have to fill the CME gap and all these things. And my take on the CME gap is there's two things. The CME gap won't be filled because the CME gap was originally for stocks and things that were nowhere near as volatile as cryptocurrencies. So the likelihood that Bitcoin fills it has been really high because of how volatile it is. Does it have to do it? Well, Bitcoin likes to do things its own way. So I think the thing to look out for would be Bitcoin to never actually fill the CME gap, because there's all the research I've done, there's nothing that says it has to be filled. It's just people's mindset and psychology. Well, that's all trading is. So if you want to trade this market, you have to understand how everybody else thinks. Well, if everybody's holding back on buying and going crazy because of that gap being filled, well, then for us to actually have a good proper rally, we need to fill that gap that's in this area right here. But if we don't fill it, it doesn't matter. There's nothing that's saying we have to fill it down there. It's just the people's psychology, no bad omens or anything like that. So that was the whole reason why I wanted to bring up this pattern and where we're going from here. I do think, however, we are still going to go down and fill that CME gap. And the reason why is because I think we have broken the resistance. We are in the beginning stages of a bull run, and in the beginning stages of bull runs, there are a lot of doubt. The bears are still not satisfied. There's a lot of disbelief, and we're just quite not ready. So if you watched my last video, which I'll show you right here, I said specifically that when we came into this original pattern, we were starting to form what was either a descending triangle or this little like falling wedge. Well, because we were actually not setting a flat bottom of support, I suggested that it was more likely this falling wedge, which would have had a target breakout. Depending on where we broke out, about this measured move distance. Well, if we take to where we actually broke out and followed, we can see the measured move puts us exactly where we are right now. So we could be actually just forming a false little top here. This will be our second top before we come down to fill it. And in that last video, before we broke out of this first formation here, I suggested that we would come up, test this one more time, 11,000 at the absolute most, but I didn't think we'd even get that high. I thought about 10.8, only because this has such little volume traded. I figured the rejection was much higher here. And if we scroll back to this side, we can see that previously this line of this area was support. Now it is resistance. And if we go even further back to the earlier this year, we are now still trying to get over that support there. We'll let all that catch up there. So in the short term, I think we are going to trade here for a little bit, and that we will actually come down and fill the gap before we start the real big rally. And I still want to bring this picture up again, pull it up, the psychology of the market cycle. I believe we were just coming out of the depression stage as we came up through after Corona. We're coming up. We got up to this disbelief thing. This is a sucker's rally. We hit that 13. We came up and then we got rejected. We came down. Now we're on this side here. We started to come up again. Where we're at right now, I think we're going to drop this little wick here, this little tiny one. This is where we'll fill that CME gap, and then the rally will come and begin, because we'll have none of that disbelief, none of that FUD coming from those people saying that this is never going to happen. Now they will have the ability to switch sides to the bulls, and it can potentially go off. But anything can happen, especially with the election coming up and all the stimulus money and everything being printed. So this update here was purely for just to let you know what I think is going to happen here in the short term. In the end, I think it's definitely going to go up and take off from there. So, the difference between buying it right now at 10.6 or potentially, let's say it goes even below my target of 9,000. Let's say it just goes to 9,000. So $1,600 difference for Bitcoin now when it's worth 20 to 30,000. So I just think, just look at it. Do you want to be the perfect person who calls this the bottom here, or this is the top of this rally before we go down? Nobody can plan that. So, but I know that in the next move coming in the next 3 months is going to be much greater than what we see here. So I am more than bullish, and we'll just hold what I got and not try to trade this here in the short term. But if you do want to trade this kind of stuff and learn how I do that, please follow me on Twitch and watch where I do live streaming, or hop in the Discord. The link is in the description as well, and we can get you all caught up on how to trade, different chart analysis. If you are already a good analyst and you just have questions or want to talk and bounce ideas, whatever the case may be, Twitch and Discord or comment section, just make sure you get in contact with me somehow, so that way we can figure out what's the best thing going to happen. But that's it for today. Please put the comment below for the XRP giveaway. I'll pick a winner tomorrow. But that's it for today.